good evening. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to today's exciting webinar of Student Development Program. Our today's session is on one of the most transformative topic, leverage the power of AI and boost productivity. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you all here today for this transformative session where we'll explore how artificial intelligence is changing the landscape of student development and productivity in our professional journey. Before we begin with, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I, Hase Anushri, and I'll be your host for today's session. A few housekeeping points before we dive into today's session. Please feel to ask any questions throughout the session by typing them into the chat box. We'll have a Q&A segment at the end of the session where Mr. Muthal will answer your queries. Another thing is that this session is being recorded and you will receive a link to the recording afterwards. So don't worry if you missed anything. So I'll request our technical team to please start our college tour video. In today's fast paced world, managing our studies and projects and daily tasks can often feel overwhelming. With so much to juggle, finding effective strategies to stay organized and productive is more critical than ever. That's where intelligence come in. AI isn't just a buzzword, it is a powerful ally that can help us to automate repetitive tasks, streamline our workflow, and uncover sites that enable smarter decision making. I'm thrilled today I'm thrilled today to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Varad Muthal, a senior technical enablement specialist at IBM based in Bengaluru. With years of experience working in AI and technology enablement, Mr. Muthal has a first-hand the incredible impact of artificial intelligence can have on productivity, both in education and in professional world. Mr. Muthal is an experienced learning designer, technical enablement specialist, and licensed healthcare professional with a passion for leveraging technology to enhance learning. Their career has focused on the intersection of SaaS, e-learning, and visual content creation. Sir has prior experience at Byju's involved leading 12 plus projects, including content development, new hire training, and marketing campaigns. Sir has led a team of visual designers creating engaging content that has resulted in 30 plus increase in-app engagement for K6 and K12 students across multiple educational boards. AI has the power to give you a significant edge in the workplace, whether it is automating repetitive tasks, providing insights into complex data, or even helping you develop new skills. AI can be an ally in enhancing productivity. Now, to delve deeper into this, let me hand it over to Mr. Varad Muthal. Mr. Varad Muthal, we are excited to hear from you. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anushri. Thank you for having me. So I wanted to extend my regards to the management committee of Amrutvahini College of Pharmacy and Shikshan Vikas Samstha of Sangamner, Kalmek sir, Sayed sir, and the student development faculties who are like totally into the development. They are like constantly looking for like speakers, industry speakers who can share the insights, and so pharmaceutical students can leverage the advancement in the various healthcare sectors. So as I have seen, like previously, four different kind of workshops has been conducted or sessions has been conducted, and I can see like some of my seniors with whom I'm having really good connection, like Ashok, Jyotsna ma'am. So they have delivered lecture, and when in 2020 when we have started the Amrut magazine, which was the initiative I have been involved to create awareness about the current industrial expertise and to share information with our students. So I have founded that magazine. So I am also in constantly in search with like different experts. And later, another initiative I have started is a pharma intelligence. So in that also, we have been connecting with various industry experts. So it feels overwhelming. So because I was the behind the stage, I was in the behind the stage, I was managing all these things, and now college have invited me as a guest speaker. So it feels really overwhelming, and I am like eager to share my learnings about the AI and how we can increase our productivity in day-to-day life. So let's begin with the presentation. Sharing my screen. Let me know if you can share. You can see the screen. It will get loaded in the moment. Yeah. Is it visible? Anushri, the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, okay. Thanks for the confirmation. So hello all. So as Anushri have introduced me, so I'm Varad, and I'm like pass out from like I'm from the 2020 2014 to 2018 batch. So it's like almost 6 years I have been like passed and I've been in the college. So that video is like another refreshing moment for me, so I can see like various like development happening in our college. So it feels really nice, like how our college is also getting like developed in this like years. So coming to the next slide. So this is like important disclaimer I wanted to share with you all. So the presentation, the tools and the demonstration which I will be conducting in this seminars are solely based on my understanding and current trends, and the content shared for informational and educational purposes only. and it is like viewers direction. I strongly encourage you to all conduct your own research before considering any advice from the AI tools, or conducting your own like thesis, or if you are like designing your own experiments. So kindly take advice from your like mentors or seniors, and again you can definitely leverage the power, but still uh, as this technology is still in development, so we can't totally rely on it, but definitely we can leverage its power to increase our workflows and to increase our efficiency. So in today's session, we will be like talking about briefly uh, on these 10 points as you can see on the screen. So first will be what is AI. Second, I will be talking about the brief history, how AI got developed, how the term artificial intelligence get coined, and then the rise of artificial intelligence in pharmaceutical sciences, how different pharma giants they are leveraging the AIs, and then the most trendy topic, the AI tools like ChatGPTs, Gemini, Perplexity, and Cloud A, and also LLMs, which is large language models. We'll be briefly discussing on that too. And the fifth most important point, which as a pharma student or as a STEM graduate, we have to master, which is like prompt engineering, how we can properly instruct AI for certain tasks. Then sixth point will be like structuring, how we can structure effective prompts to get most from the AI tools. Then seven, like different tools to enhance productivity. There are few free to use tools on which we can rely on to gain like some knowledge or to drive some value out of that. Then some use cases, then closing notes, and for like last 4 to 5 minutes session will be open for question and answers. Then coming to the first topic, what exactly is AI? So there is no appropriate definition coined for the AI, but generally we can say that artificial intelligence is a technology that allows computers to perform tasks that usually require human intelligence. So what exactly human intelligence is? Like we always say that we are Homo sapiens sapien, and we have really developed brain, and because of that brain's power, we have like done some miraculous things, like we have invented will, we have invented number zero, and so many things. And as humankind getting progressed, we have come up really with like creating or mimicking ourselves. So AI is like literally mimicking of human brain. So what exactly AI can do? So it can learn, it can solve a problem, or it can do decisions, or it can help us to form our decisions. So basically it is like articulating tool with like superpower or super brain. So this is how exactly we can coin the term artificial intelligence generally. Coming to the next point, so industrial revolution happened in around 17th century, late 17th century in England, and in that there were machines which require human efforts. So if, let's take example of like simple flour mill. So it is taking like input power either from water, or some human labor is involved to like fine grind the wheat or bajra or jawar, and as output what we are getting the floor. And let's take example of any modern machine. Let's take example of our tablet press or ball mill or roller mill in the pharmaceutics. So it is also taking input, like we have to provide raw material, and it is utilizing the electricity, and it is doing its tasks in a certain way, and then we are getting output. Let's take example of tablet machine. So we have to provide granules, then with the help of electricity, and we have to adjust the knobs for the appropriate pressure to get appropriate compressibility on the tablet, and then we are getting the output. So the machines, what they are exactly doing, they are like doing what exactly we are saying. Okay, so these are like there are some set of things when machine manufacturing, when at the time they are manufacturing that tool or that machine, they have given that particular set, and within that limited boundary that machine is performing the task with the help of electricity or either human labor. So as machines are getting developed, more advanced machines are getting developed, like calculators got developed in early 19th century. Then later early computers, they are also getting formed. So at that time, many scientists and expert people, they are thinking, can we get some power so machines can think their own? So if any problem occurs or if anything happened to that machine, can machine uh, uh, can it repairs by their own? Is there any appropriate power can we give it to machine so machine can think? So it is like an eternal question smart minds they are asking since 1940s, when early computers they are getting into development phase. So this man, his name is Alan Turing. He came into the picture in 1940. So we are calling him as a father of artificial intelligence. So he have come up with like some groundbreaking ideas, and he was the first person who I asked, can machines think? So all other scientists and other like big institutions, big giants like General Motors, Ford, IBM, all other things, at that time machines are in the medieval process, or they are not that much developed. They are in their raw format. But at that time, this visionary scientist, he thought, if we give some ability to machine think, or accordingly they can take their own decisions, then it will be like groundbreaking technology. It will be like helping mankind in on different level. So at that time he has started developing like few tests, and the test is very popular with the machine learning or data scientist. It is naming as a Turing test. So in Turing test, what is exactly happening? So it is the a pilot test. It is showing that machine is exactly thinking, or computer is thinking something about it is doing some decision, or it is exactly thinking about something. So he have conducted one experiment with his Turing test. So he asked few question and asked the first early computer to convince him, and machine gave like such output that he is not able to like cross verify whether the output is from human or the machine. So it is like exactly machine it outsmarting the human intelligence. So at that time, this term came into the picture, the Turing test. And he have like contributed in many areas, like he was the pioneer in the modern cognitive sciences. And he believed that our human brain is a digital machine. So how our brain is exactly working, like we do have neurons, and our neurons is like sending some neurological signals, chemical signals, and some electromagnetic signals, and because of that we can think. So this is how he have proposed, and he have proposed the neural network, the NLP, the specific scientific term. I can able to share. So NLP is like nothing like a network, which is like mimicking the neurons in our brain. So he have developed that idea, but because of technological limitation in 1940s, 1950s, that idea got dropped. But since then, AI was in the talk in the technical community. So let's talk about the brief history of AI. So AI is not new; it is here since 1943. What exactly happened in the 1943? So like few American researchers, they grouped two of them, like Warren McCloch and Walter Pitts. They have presented their model of artificial neurons, and it is considering as the first artificial intelligence. Uh, After that, in 1950s, few years later, the Turing, he have come with the Turing test, which we have like discussed in our last slide. Later in 1956, American computer scientist John McCarthy, he have coined the first term artificial intelligence, and he have described like how it can be helping us in the science and engineering, and the development. In 1961, the General Motors, popularly known as a Chevrolet, which is the maker of Tavera car, which is very popular in India. So they have developed their first unmanned industrial robot, which is like performing certain tasks related to the assembly line. It is actually like picking some nut bolts and then placing it on the appropriate side and then fixing it. So they have named that robot as a Unimet. After 1964, another scientist named as Joseph, he have developed the first natural language processing computer program named as Eliza. So this is the first human computer interface where like computer is able to understand the natural language. It is like basically how we are talking to each other, but computer is like later taking our language or taking our instructions and then coding it back to the binary codes, which is 010101, in which computers are like understanding the data. And again, it is like giving us output, and that output is again getting converted into the natural language. And again, 1996, the Shaky, the name is absolutely funny. It is like a first general purpose mobile robot. The robot can talk with us, and it is actually like saying the stories or telling the stories why like that robot is performing certain action in certain way. In 1997, the big tech giant IBM, they have launched Deep Blue, a supercomputer, and that computer beats Gary Kasparov, who was the chess champion, world chess champion Gary Kasparov, and that computer beats him in the multiple round of matches, chess matches. On 2020, on 2011, or in the era of, like I can say, after 2000, there are like a lot of technical advancement are like happening because of Apple, Google, then Facebook, all these tech giants coming into picture, and all these companies have developed their interest in the artificial intelligence, big data, and machine learning. And Apple have launched the first chatbot named as a Siri, and they have deployed it on their iPhone model 4S. So because of that, again, artificial intelligence and chatbots, they got popularized. And on the same year, IBM have launched the Watson X. Right now, we are calling it. So that Watson is another chatbot which is like outsmarting the general intelligence, or general intelligence, I can say. And it have like uh, he have won the competition named as a Jeopardy, which is very popular in the US. It is like quiz show. It is testing our general knowledge. Again in 2016, Google's DeepMind, actually it was separate entity before, separate company. Later Google acquired that company. Have developed a program based on a neural network, similar to how our brain functions. And it also beat like one of the pro player named as Lee Sodol. He was the first Go champion, and the AI is actually like outsmart him or defeated him. And in 2022, we know the explosion happened because of ChatGPT. Like many of us know, or we have realized the power of AI because of ChatGPT, because it was released for the masses. It was released on Play Store. It is like readily available on websites. We can access it to computers via our smartphone. So AI is not actually new. It is sincere. It is sincere from 1943, but it gained popularity after the 2022 because of ChatGPT. Then let's think about how AI is exactly different. So we all know, we just talked about how conventional machines are working. So conventional machine needs certain inputs, and if certain problems occurs, it need human intervention. It is not able to solve the problems, or it is not able to like identify what exactly happening inside the machine, or what type of errors it is getting into. So in compare to conventional machine, how we can compare AI? So AI, it is using algorithms to solve complex tasks. AI can learn from experiences, it can learn from their mistakes, and it can improve performance. AI can also make predictions, recommendations, or it can help us to take decisions. And it can also perform tasks. If we are giving that AI agent the appropriate power, then definitely it can perform certain tasks like uh, texting someone, or setting up alarm, or like sending a mail on uncertainty, or like sending some type of reminder to somebody. So these tasks look like small or tiny, but definitely it can drive an impact. And for a machine, and machine packed in a smartphone, still, if it is thinking, if it is like taking some decision, if it is making prediction, then definitely we can say that it is having capability to mimic our brain, because this is how we as a human can function. So sorry. Then let's talk about the rise of AI in pharmaceutical sciences. So it is also not new in pharmaceutical sciences. Like many pharma giants, they are like utilizing AI since long in their manufacturing processes. So in 1971, like there are few research resources have been developed in computers in biomedicine by Saul Amaral at the Rutgers University in 1973. Just give me a moment. Sorry for the disturbance. So in 1973, there was a one AIM platform. AIM means AI in medicines. So there was a system getting developed named as a SUMIX. It's like a digital information database for the healthcare professionals. Then in 1975, first AIM workshop was conducted, which was the held sponsored by National Institute of America, and they have conducted this particular workshop. So since we can see, since 1971, there was a lot of developed interest we can see among the like scientific community or the researchers or the healthcare professional. Then in 1976, the CASNET model consultation program for glaucoma. We know that glaucoma is causing like disorder, or it is like a disorder of eye. So in 1976, like few researchers, they have came up with this CASNET, and they are actually developed it for the ophthalmology people. So those who are like into the eye surgeries and all. So these people, that particular model is actually guiding the healthcare professional or the doctors. Then again in 1980, all the current data, the electronic medical devices, or the electrical saving, or the machinery saving data of the clinical trials are getting documented in the EMYCIN, which is like expert rule based system. So it is actually helping healthcare professionals and also the insurance companies how to rule out certain terminologies, or how they can proceed with the claims, and how, and also it is helping doctors to rule out certain possibilities if they are diagnosing some patients. Then in 2010, computer-aided diagnosis have started, and it was first applied in the endoscopy. So it is like a uh, endoscopic probe laced with the camera, and that camera is actually connected to AI model, and it is actually like seeing the colon while endoscopy, while actually endoscopy is going on, and in real time it is actually suggesting the information to that doctor, like how exactly they can get proceed with the next steps. In 2015, another breakthrough of innovation is happened. A pharma bot, the chatbot, have like researchers have developed it, and then it is released in public, and usually it is like used by pediatricians and like new mothers. So it is like educational chatbot. It is actually providing a medication related education to the parents of the newborns. And in again 2017, chatbot Mandy, it was released, and it is actually doing the tasks of like what hospital admin is actually doing. It is like actually automating the patient intake and doing some admin related work within the hospital premises. And then another Artrace, which is another chatbot, and it is like first FDA approved cloud-based deep learning application in the healthcare. So it was also got released in 2017. Then in 2018, AI trials was getting conducted in gastroenterology, and also there was like breakthrough innovation happening in the field of cancer, then a drug discovery, and optimizing the chemical processes. Then later in 2022, GI Genius, which is also a US company in the healthcare AI, they have launched a device which is like helping endoscopic surgeons, and it is also identify the like some issues, some if any polyps or anything happened inside the colon, it is actually detecting by uh, visual screening, and also assisting the doctors so they can able to take next steps. So as we can see, there are like since 1971 there are many things happening within our field. uh, in as in terms of AI, it is not only related to uh, it is not only related to like conventional drug discovery or conventional drug design. Researchers are also thinking how they can implement AI in all phases of drug discovery till the patient delivery, to deliver it to patients. Then coming to the next point, these are like various solutions I can say right now in our industry. Like AI is helping us to early detect various types of cancers. It is also helping us for scans. Then there are some devices which are like into emergency response, or they are acting as health companions. So many of you have seen ad of Apple Watch, the fall detection system. So if somebody is getting like heart attack, or if any health issue is if somebody's blood pressure is rapidly getting down, then that watch is like sending some signal, and it is contacting the healthcare professional in the US, and this is how their life is getting saved. Then the third application of AI is in the patient safety and well-being. AI is actually monitoring the blood reports and overall overall body type, body structure of the patient, and it is also maintaining the well-being of the patients after surgery, post-surgery, to recover in appropriate manner. Then the fourth application, which is the most common and popular in the area of drug discovery, it is helping researchers to reducing the research cost, timelines, and deliver the molecules in more precise, faster way. Then coming to the fifth point, the treatment monitoring and assisting in the decisions. So many of healthcare solutions right now in the market to help doctors, pharmacists to help them to form their decision while they are caring the patients. As we have talked, this is how AI can actually detect the cancer. So based on the visual system, visual recognition system, it is actually detecting the clots in the brain or in the body. Then it is also helping us to report the data, the big data sets, and the drug design. So this is the question time for my audience. So please read it out if anyone is online, or you can like chat. I can able to see your replies in the comment section. So the question is like, if AI is here since 50 plus years, then why suddenly the whole world have started talking about it? So any any comment is welcome here. I can able to answer. So the answer is exactly why all of us have started talking is because of ChatGPT. In 2022, ChatGPT got launched for the world, and many of us got to know about the how AI can deliver, what is the power of AI, and how exactly it can help us to drive some value. So it is solely because of ChatGPT and its breakthrough innovation. Let's talk about generative AI tools and LLMs, which is the most important part. As a STEM professional, we can leverage. So what is exactly Gen AI and LLMs? So generative AI is another type of artificial intelligence which can think like us. It can create content. It can generate images, videos, music like us, like basic human creative tasks. It can mimic our actions, and also it can learn complex subjects like art, chemistry, biology. It can gain knowledge, and it can deliver in well articulated format. It's like a super brain or super assistant we are having in our mobile. So this is how we can coin the term as a generative AI. How exactly generative AI models are working? So they are based on the deep learning models. Basically, these are the algorithms, and because of development in NLP, natural language processing, and neural language processing, it can learn the data created by us humans. It can read books, it can read Wikipedia, it can read text, it can analyze images, and based on that, it is applying its own thinking in that, and it is coming up with certain type of interpretation of that data set. And this is how it is learning. And data scientists and AI engineers, they're actually fine tuning the learning of the this AI model, so it can make mistakes. Consider generative AI is like a baby. How babies are learning. So when they are landing in this world, so they don't know anything. So basically, they learn to crawl first. They need to flip. They are flipping. Then they are crawling. Then they have started walking. This is how currently the AI technology is in the crawl phase, I can say. So it is actually on its knees. It is currently crawling, and definitely as advancement happen in the technology, we can see the more impact of AI technologies or generative AI technologies in our day-to-day life. It can also learn complex patterns and structure it from the training data. So it is like input mechanism. The data what we are feeding it to AI, it will synthesize it. It will also implement its own learnings on it, and later it will giving us the output. This is how these generative AI models are working. And it is also helping us to solve complex problems. If the model is sufficiently trained on the appropriate scientific data, then definitely it helps us to like solve the complex problems in the scientific communities. Here are like some popular examples of generative AI tool. uh, Most of these are like familiar to you because of its icons. So first is chat gpt, then second one is Google's Gemini, previously called as a Bard. Third one is Perplexity, and fourth one is like Apple's Intelligence. So all these are really popular generative AI tools. We can take help from these tools while conducting some fact checks or doing certain kind of analysis. Then what exactly is LLM? So as you can see on the left side of my screen, there is a brain and there is a spine. So spine is acting as a backbone in human body. Because of spine only we can able to move, we can able to walk. So think LLM as a backbone of AI. So all these LLMs, so here is like architectural diagram of the AI, how exactly AI is functioning in the backend. So as you can see, there is some input, then input is getting embedded, then machine is doing certain process it with. Then it is also thinking whether data in what format it is like getting data. Then it is like feeding it to another mechanism. Then again that mechanism is feeding that data to next mechanism with the linear and progressions. It is basically based on the mathematical models. So based on like calculating all these probabilities, it is coming up with certain output. So this is how these LLMs are working. Because of LLMs, we can able to access all these generative AI models or chatbots like ChatGPT or Gemini. So here I wanted to share a few things about LLM. LLM stands for the large language model. It is also a type of artificial intelligence. It can understand, process, and generate human language. So initially, what exactly is happening when we are talking to computers, or we need to create certain task, we need to code it. So computer can able to understand it. To learn coding, we need to start with CSS, Java, HTML, all these programming languages. But right now what is exactly happening, advances in all these LLMs. Now we can just prompt, create me a dashboard, so I can remember all of my classmates birthday, and just feed the data of your classmates birthday, and it will create a dashboard and it will create a good looking calendar, and on each day it can highlight, or that particular date can be highlighted, and it will show you, hey, today is XYZ's birthday, hey, hello, today is like this person's birthday, or today is your class teacher's birthday. So right now, this is how all these things are getting evolved because of the advancement in these large language models. We don't need to learn coding, we don't need to learn any complex language. If you want to, you can definitely learn Python if you wanted to do something in AI. But for the sake of like general use, this is how you can opt for the outputs with the help of LLMs. So how exactly these LLMs are working? So LLMs are trained on the large amount of text data. So there are like millions and billions of pages getting scanned by these AI models, and it is like absorbing, and it is like gaining its knowledge, and it is also like thinking by its own whether this data is correct or not, or any biases are there. If some author is saying about something on certain topic, and if another author is something similar, but he has some biases in the opinion, so it is also thinking in terms of that. It is like taking it, and it is also predicting the next word. If you can just experiment it with the chat gpt. You can create a riddle and ask the AI model to fill in the blanks. So you can just ask like, Taj Mahal is located in dash dash city. So it can like analyze the whole sentence provided by you, and then it will think and it will come up with the like appropriate answer. Taj Mahal is located in India, Agra city. So this is how it can predict the next word, the capability these models are having. And it can also it can also mimic the writing styles. So there are different types of writings. So on some days we wanted to write like research paper, or we wanted to apply for a certain type of job, then we may need cover letter, so we need more professional language. And if we wanted to like create some application to submit to cultural committee of our college, then definitely the tone of that writing you guys are be using, it should be different. So all these things these LLMs can able to do, and because of these LLMs, all these chatbots are like in the picture, and because of the LLMs, these chatbots are actually getting function. The question time, you can uh, how we as a STEM professionals can leverage the generative AI. So this is the question. So people who are like watching it live, you can answer it. Meanwhile, I can also start with the answer. So this is like a breather moment for all of us, because I'm talking since last how many minutes, like 50 or something, sorry, 45. uh, so I wanted to check your views, like how exactly we as a pharmaceutical grads, post grads, we can use generative AI. Just think, you are getting ultimate brain with the incredible power like Superman. What you will get in the output? So what you will get a super Einstein, I can say.
So we have some following queries at the comment. Kindly answer those queries. Is there
Yeah,
any platform where we can learn about AI prompt and customization?
yes, sure. I'll answer. In the next few slides, I will be like taking you guys how you can uh, uh, perfect your prompt for the appropriate output. Answering this question, how we can leverage the generative AI, as we are into the pharmaceuticals or chemical technology, and we are also in the like biochemistry, biology field. We can also enter in biomedical sciences. We can also enter in the like prosthetics. There are lots of things like legal and compliances happening regarding like regulatory affairs. So all these things we can definitely leverage AI with the help of good prompts, good prompt structuring, good prompt engineering. Definitely you can get the appropriate output, which is like close or which is like 90% accurate, I can say. So let's think, you are all aware about all these tools like ChatGPT is there, Bard is there, Perplexity is there, then Cloud is there, then Meta AI is also there. It is like straight into your WhatsApp. You can chat with Meta's AI through your WhatsApp or within Messenger. But what happen if you are not able to talk with it properly? Then AI is then AI will be like, "Bhai, ye kya kar raha hai tu?" So basically, jokes apart, if you are not good at prompt engineering or prompt structuring, then this is how AI will look. It won't get anything. It will not like drive any kind of result, or the result it will show you will be like inaccurate, inappropriate, or it can be full of different kind of like bugs, or basically the information might not relevant to what you are actually desiring. This is when prompt engineering came to the picture. So let's talk about next point. What is the prompt engineering exactly? So prompt engineering is the process of refining what you ask a generative AI tool to do. So we need to be effective while we are instructing the AI model. Then only we can expect something appropriate output from the that particular AI model or the generative AI model. These are like few points I have crafted out for you. It will be helping you to structure the effective prompts. So first is like, you need to be crystal clear, concise, and accurate with your actions. So you need to share your intention, what exactly you wanted to that model, like what exact output you wanted from that AI model. You should be concise. Don't put long paragraphs, don't ask vague terms, or don't give vague instructions. Then if you are giving some vague, then reply will be also vague. It will not be clear, or it will be not useful for you. Then you need to guide the AI model. You need to guide ChatGPT or Gemini. It is not just it is not liking like throwing some random words to that AI tool. You need to guide it, and it should be outcome focused, and accordingly it will help you to like drive that appropriate response. It is not like, hey, I was on this and just do like this, or just help me with this, without providing any kind of context. Let's take example. If you wanted to write like conference paper, if you wanted to present something in conference, let's take example of PDI, personalized healthcare dashboard. And if you wanted to create some like dashboard, so what exactly will you guys will do? So you will be visiting the uh, like uh, like healthcare institution. In our case, if let's take example, you guys are visiting some big hospital in the Sangamner, and in that you will be talking to doctor, and you wanted to create awareness in the patients in rural area. And then how exactly you will form all this activity? If you are just asking, hey chat gpt, I wanted to like create awareness in the rural area about the good health habits, then it will like show you the generic response. Okay, it will just like create posters and go to the rural areas, then like give talks to the people, and just share some general information, how to take medicine, how to like check expiry dates of medicine, all these things. But if you like effectively craft your prompt, then it will exactly show you like what tips, what type of steps you need to take. So you need to like structure your prompt accordingly, then only it will suggest you that appropriate response. Then prompt engineering, it is not a magic, it is like iterative process. When you are constantly prompting about something, you need to fine tune your prompt, you need to fine tune your sentences, or you need to fine tune your instructions. Then accordingly AI can able to learn. It can learn also from the past conversations. Chat gpt have that functionality of like recalling the like past conversations, so it knows you. So if you tell them, hey, I am pharmacist, I'm in the M Pharma first year, and my major is like pharmacognosy, and I'm working on this XYZ extraction from this particular plant. And then if you are asking the question, then it will be helping you appropriately. If you are just like asking randomly, hey, do you know about this plant, this XYZ plant, and I wanted to extract that, then it will give you like general information which is readily available on internet, or in the pharmacognosy Wikipedia, or any other general resources. So what we don't need to do here, we are not we don't want it to throw any random words or any random prompts, but we wanted to instruct AI properly, then only it will give you the appropriate response. I will show you some examples of good prompts which will be helping you uh, in the in the next phase of your life. So there are like few types of promptings. So first one is like zero shot prompting, second is like few shot prompting, then chain of thought, the third one, and from the fourth one is like prompt chaining. So zero shot prompting is like just throwing question to chat GPT or Bard in the simplest method, or it is like simplest method to ask any question. So you can ask like general question, hey, what is the weather in Ahmednagar or Highland Nagar district, or what is the what are like the situation, what is the situation of COVID in India right now. So all these are like general question, so it don't need any context, so you can ask like general question. So this is known as a like zero shot prompting. In the second one, few shot prompting, we need to supply something to that AI model, we need to supply some information, some context, some set of instructions, then only AI model will give you the appropriate response. Then third one is like chain of thought prompting. It is like giving it is like conversating with like someone. So when we are in conversation with our guide, when we are like talking to somebody, so it's like we are recalling the information. So this is the capability of our brain. So if I'm talking to Kalmik sir yesterday, so I know today that what he have exactly told me yesterday, and accordingly I'm framing my responses. So this is how the memory feature or the chain of thought feature is helping us. So if you talk to AI model on constant basis, at least for like 2 days or 2 weeks, then it will learn your traits, your personality traits, and your needs, and then accordingly, it will like keep that thing in this mind that you are like pharma graduate or you are science students and you have developed interest in pharmaceutics, and this is how you are asking questions, and then this is how you are going to ask the questions or the problems, then only it will help you to assist in the problem solving. This is how all these prompt techniques are working. Then let's take example of the prompts. So first one is like very basic. If you wanted to brainstorm on like some ideas, so let's take example of poster presentation competition. Like our college is conducting a lot of this, and also college is sending us to lots of other colleges to like do all these things. So this is how you can structure your prompt. I am looking to explore dash dash subject in a dash dash format. Do you have any suggestions on topics I can cover? So this is like simple prompt, but what exactly we are giving? Uh, we are like actually asking ChatGPT or any AI model to refine or to narrowing down its like response area. So this is how you will be talking. You will be providing the subject, then you will be providing the format, and you will be providing the topics. So let's take example of poster competition again, poster presentation competition again. So you should write here, okay, hey, I am looking to explore like advances in AI in healthcare. So I wanted to I wanted to present a poster in the state level healthcare competition, and so this is how what you have did. You have provided the subject, you have provided the format, like the content should be content will be on the poster, and content should be in concise, clear and concise manner. It should be in the points. So this is how you are actually like telling that AI model what type of response you are expecting. It is not just like vaguely typing something about the like terminologies and then like getting the information. This is how you can actually brainstorm with the AI models, and it will come up with like different, like it will suggest you the topics, the current trending hot topics. It will suggest you the title. It will suggest you good books, good links to read. It will also like tell you how you can structure your poster appropriately. Like this is how you should write in abstract. This is how you should write in introduction section. This is how you should write in the methodology section and the references. So previously when I used to present in poster presentation, I need at least 1 month to scrap all the research papers and to talk with my mentor, and then only we are deciding on the like topics, and then I have to download that particular research papers, and then I have to read through it, and accordingly I am creating the poster. So it is taking more than a month, while I am also like attending the colleges lectures and lab. But since you guys have chat gpt and AI models, you can literally do all these things in few hours. So if Kalmek sir is asking you to present something tomorrow, so by end of this day, you guys can come up with some good looking poster. I can definitely bet on that. Coming to the next point, so if you wanted to write some article or blog, so if someone is like asking you to present something in the lecture hall, so this is how you can take help from the AI model. This is how you should structure your prompt. Hey chat gpt, I'm interested in, type the text like what type of like topic you wanted to gain knowledge on. Then also like ask about the benefits, then mention about that particular subject. And you can also suggest like I need the information within 1000 word, 500 words, and accordingly AI will craft its response and it will give you back. So let's consider you wanted to write abstract for your thesis, and if you wanted to share it with your guide, then you can like literally upload your thesis and ask AI to write the appropriate appropriate abstract for your paper or appropriate abstract for your thesis. This is how all these generative models are working, but only if we are providing the context, only if we are providing the enough instructions, appropriate instruction to AI model, then only it will give you the expected output. Then third thing is like getting more info. So if you wanted to know more about like microbiology or like certain type of like ADRs, like I have recently seen one question like how we can like utilize the AI in like adverse drug reactions in the patients. So basically how you can structure, you need to collect the data of various ADRs happening with that particular drug. You need to collect data from various electronic record models. You can compile all this thing in Excel, or you can create PDF of all these ADRs. Then you can also talk with AI like, hey, I'm like experiencing ADR with this kind of drug. This is the data I'm providing to you. And basically I have seen the ADRs in geriatric age group, people who are like above 60. Only these people are like having this particular type of ADRs. So what should be the reason? So this is how you can gain more info on the certain problem or certain type of errors or any type of like problem if you are encountering it. So you need to collect data first, then you need to ask AI in a well articulated manner. This is how the data is, this is what exactly the issue is, this is how I'm facing. And you need to also provide the context, like this particular age group is facing this type of thing. And then by analyzing the data, give me an opinion why exactly this thing is happening. Then only AI will come up with the appropriate solution. But it may not 100% correct. It can be good, it can, we can say 80% it is scientifically correct, but again it will give you that initial kick or the initial push to drive your research. So this is how you can structure appropriate prompt. Then the fourth most important example. So while you are in the final year of your masters or like your degree, so you'll be also applying for different kinds of job. Accordingly, you are also preparing for GPAT, and also you will be finding the jobs. So this is how you can structure your prompt to email the recruiter. So this is how you can structure a prompt. Hey ChatGPT, I wanted to apply for this job. So you need to mention that job, you need to mention that company, then you need to mention the designation, then you also need to paste the JD, the job descriptions provided by company. Let's take example of Dr. Reddy's. If you wanted to join them as a formulation specialist, and you have come up with the post on the LinkedIn key hiring, Dr. Reddy's is hiring about the formulation specialist. Then you need to put all this information in your prompt. Hey ChatGPT, I wanted to apply Dr. Reddy's, designation is formulation specialist. This is the JD. This is my education and my experiences. These are my skill sets. And then please prepare a short and crisp email application for my recruiter. Then only it will create the appropriate uh, uh, application for the job by analyzing your resume. And if the option is there, you can also upload your resume, so it will also analyze your resume, and it will like show you, it will give you the output in a well articulated manner. And definitely, if you are sending this structured email to your HR or the recruiter, then it is like high chances they are like opening the email, they will read it through, and then they can contact you. It's not just like attaching the your resume and just mentioning in the subject applying for this position, or just writing interested in this position and sending it. Nobody will open your email, nobody will reply you. This is how you can leverage the AI. Instead of spending hours and hours to formulate the appropriate email template, you can just leverage the AI, and then accordingly you can go ahead. Then interview preparation. So let's take example of, if you have like selected for the mentioned position, like like if a recruiter called back you and told you like tomorrow is your interview for this formulation specialist in Dr. Reddy's, and please be ready by 4 p.m. tomorrow, so we'll be conducting the interview with you. So then there will be questions coming to your mind, like what type of like questions these guys will be asking, what type of things I should be prepared or I should be aware for. Again, AI is here to help you all. Again, you need to formulate your prompt effectively. This is how you can like formulate it appropriately. Just mention the name of that company, mention the designation, paste the JD, then paste your domain experience, the domain which your belongs to, your experiences, your projects. If you have done like past projects in that particular field, you can also share info related to your third year project. Like most of us are doing projects in the final year, either internship or either in the industrial segment. We have to do certain type of internship, so you need to like share all this information with that AI model, then only it can help you. And if you are asking like appropriate question, then this is how AI will look like. So yeah, now this guy is like appropriately asking the questions. It can be, I can say, it will be happy, and it will be happy to assist you. So we are at the end of our session, so I will be quickly wrapping up like what type of tools we can use as a pharma student, UGPG student. So this is how like most of our time as a UGPG student we are like spending on. So most of our times are attending lectures, then doing the lab practicals, like then giving exams, preparing for exams, then presenting something in the class or in the conferences, then preparing for GPATs. Then along with, if any opportunity came, like any like in campus placement is happening, then we need to prepare for interview. All these things we have to spend our time on. And this is how you can utilize like different types of tools you can leverage. Like for the general purpose use, you can use chat gpt and Google Spark. Like you can ask them general questions, and the I can probably suggest the Gemini, because it is connected to internet, and it can able to give you the real time information. Some chat gpt models are trained on the data which is available till 2022 or early 2023, and the paid models are also there which are connected to internet. So it's my recommendation to use Gemini instead of ChatGPT if you wanted to ask more general questions, like what was happened in China in 2024. If you ask this type of question, then certainly Gemini will like give you the appropriate information. For the research, I will suggest do not use ChatGPT and Gemini, because all these tools they can also scrap information which are like protected by copyright. So if you are using info which is like copyright protected under copyright or under IP laws, then it will and if you are using this info in your research paper or presentation, then it may cause problems. uh, I will suggest you to use perplexity and the site. So all this like AI tools will give you the references from where these AI models are taking the information. It is not like generally creating some paragraphs or creating some random points. It will tell you like from where these topics they have picked up. So I will suggest you to use all these tools like perplexity and site for research. And if you wanted to summarize your learnings, let's say there is a very long lecture like me, like today's lecture, this is how I'm talking since last 1 hour. So if you want to summarize, so what you can do, You can generate the transcript of the video, any YouTube video. You can generate transcript and just paste the that transcript in the edit pad or QL it will summarize for you. So instead of learning long paragraphs to gain information on, so all these tools will like summarize the like learnings for you, and you can constantly grasp it within the fraction of time. Then coming to the mind mapping, so we all know importance of mind maps. So when we are preparing for like GPAT or NIPERS or any competitive examination, we need to learn a lot more things. Like we need to learn like nomenclature. We need to learn about the pharmacognostic classifications. Then there are also information, like loads of information in pharmacology. We need to learn about the classes of drugs. So all these things, if we are creating mind maps, it will be a lot easier to like learn. So you can definitely use mymap.ai and notegpt to create the mind maps for you. So it will be articulating the entire chapter in a like mind map or in the segmented manner, so you can visually learn. So you don't need to memorize like many things and increasing the brain load. Then coming to the PPT creation, so lots of us like will be like presenting in various conferences or even in colleges internal events. So you can use gamma and presentations AI. So definitely it will give you a good template and good starting point to create the good looking presentation. So it will act as an assistant, PPT assistant for you, and you can definitely create impactful presentation. To prepare for the interview, the most commonly asked question, which is like a great one, how I can prepare for certain kind of job role. So you can utilize Grow with Google and the interview prep AI. So this tool will like act as a recruiter. You just need to prompt appropriately. Hey, uh, uh, interview prep.ai. I wanted to apply as a production specialist in this particular company, and ask me the question which are related to this particular field. Then it will ask you the questions the way the HR or that HOD will ask you. So it will be help us to like prepare appropriately. So it will be act as a practice session for you, and you can definitely perform well in the interview. On the closing note, we need to be aware about like all these AI models are like a trend on the data which like being fed to you, and it may lack understanding of a very recent event or highly specialized topics. Like let's take example of biochemistry or biosimilars. So we need to take this into the consideration. So just don't copy paste anything directly from AI. We need to put our minds, we need to put our thought, and then only we can say yeah, this information is correct or not. At least we need to cross verify it with our seniors, mentors, or the class teacher if you wanted to create something with the help of AI. And also AI, we also need to like keep in one thing in mind, that AI is also like developing technology and it may have some limitations. So it is not always like AI is like really pro at everything, and what AI is saying is like God's word. It is not like that. So we need to apply our presence of mind, and then accordingly we can consider the AI's output. uh, let's talk about AI hallucination, which is the last point. So AI system generates incorrect or misleading information. The technical term known as AI hallucination. So AI can hallucinate itself uh, because of bad prompting. So please do learn about good prompting. Apply some of these techniques. If you are willing to, we will conduct another session with you guys on the prompt engineering, how to structure effective prompts, and we can take some more examples from pharmaceutical sciences, as this session is like very general. So I have to pick information which will be relevant for all of us, like from first year to PG student, M.Pharm PG student. So I have picked some basic examples, but we'll do it more in the coming days. So if you are bad at prompting, then definitely AI will hallucinate and it will give you the bad responses. So you need to think all this thing in the mind, like why AI is like hallucinate. So if the training data is insufficient, it is like It is not on us, it is from the provider. If ChatGPT is answering wrong, then it may be fault of OpenAI, the owner company of ChatGPT. But two things in our hand, so we need to give appropriate context, then AI will not incorrectly assume anything. And also we need to ask for the biases. Okay, so if you are prompting about something, and if you're providing any PPTs, PDFs to AI and asking it to like summarize it, then we may need to know like who have originally created that PPT and what type of biases researchers have at that time. So accordingly, we can like articulate the appropriate information from this AI model. And so that uh, we have come up till this the Q&A session. Please feel free to ask any questions. I will be happy to answer those.
I'll request everyone, if anyone have a queries, please feel free to type into the chat box. Mr.
Yeah.
Varad sir will address to your queries.
Yes. I think only one question was there in the chats previously, right?
Yes.
Which is related to ADR. So there is nothing. Cool. So you guys can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm like not really active on LinkedIn, but I can drop my like my mobile number, so you can connect with me on WhatsApp. I'm pretty much active on it, or you can also mail me. So my email is varad625 varad625 at gmail.com. You can connect with me. You can answer your questions. Okay. So there is one question I can see from Virat. Any app wants to get online courses and projects related to pharmaceuticals. Okay, so there are no any AI bots. AI bots are there, but they are embedded in the Coursera or Udemy's environment. So if you wanted to learn more about the pharmaceutical courses, if you wanted to gain some knowledge, then definitely you can visit Coursera or Udemy. So Udemy is like very cheap while accessing, and if you wanted to subscribe Coursera, it is slightly on higher side in terms of amount. Then but you can definitely purchase the 1 year subscription plan, which is cost you around 7,000 or something. But there are no any such bots which will like help you to get online courses and projects. But you can definitely use chat gpt or perplexity, and you can structure your prompt, which is I have like shared the information. You can structure your prompt appropriately, and it will direct you to the good resources. There is no dedicated bot available right now.
Any more questions? Anyone have it?
There is one question I can see. If anyone wants to learn generative AI, then how we can start? Okay, so again, so we need to commit ourselves if you wanted to learn a generative AI, because generative AI is like very large term. You need to start with first understanding of deep learning, machine learning, and later you need to gain your like knowledge with the Python language. Then accordingly you can slightly develop your interest in the mathematical progressions, regressions. So AI is highly connected with mathematics. So if you are the mathematical person, then definitely you can progress in the AI. So there are good resources available on Coursera, edx.com, and Harvard University website. The- but at least you need 6 months, dedicated 6 months to learn AI. And it is like you need to dedicate 7+ hours in a day. So it is literally hard if you are into your final year of PG, or or the UG, because you will be also preparing for your GPAT and end of the semester examination. So what I will suggest, not do not learn AI, just learn generative AI, just learn prompt engineering. Then AI will be act as your super powered assistant, and it will help you to perform different types of data, different types of tasks in well articulated manner. So I hope this session will be helpful for you.
So we'll move by concluding this session. As we
Yeah.
conclude this insightful session on the leverage, the power of AI and boost productivity, it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of Dr. M.J. Savan, Principal of Amrutvahini College of Pharmacy, Sangamner, First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Varad Muthal, an alumnus of our college from batch 2018. His journey from here to becoming a visionary leader in pharmaceutical and AI driven domains is truly inspiring. His insights today have not only enlightened us but also motivated us to embrace AI as a tool for transformation. Beyond this session, Mr. Varad Muthal has played a pivotal role in our institution growth. His contribution to launching the Amrutvahini magazine and his initiative in establishing Pharma Intelligence in collaboration with our college have created a platform that is Toppers Talk series for top tier learning experiences, has also deeply appreciated his instrumental role in starting the transformative student development program in 2021, which has been a guiding force in shaping students' career. His unwavering support in technical aspects, major and minor management tasks, and overall college development has been valuable. His dedication and 100% contribution to nurturing talents and innovation with our institute are truly commendable. A heartfelt thanks to all the faculty, organizers, and technical team for their relentless efforts in making this session a success. And of course, a big thank you to all the participants for your enthusiasm and engagement. Your curiosity and active participation made this session even more enriching. With that, I conclude this session. Let's take forward the insights gained today and thrive for continuous growth and innovation. Thank you. Have a
Yeah,
great day ahead.
yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.